What's good? This is Digital Crates reporting live for Hip Hop Since 1987. And I'm here with one of the dopest new artists, Mosa. What's good with you, my guy?
What's up, man? Pleasure to be here.
Man, where are you at right now? I know you was on a plane yesterday, man. Where'd you pop up?
We came to Houston. We got the release party tonight for the album. Album dropping tonight. It's called Heartbreak University. And tonight, we just going up. Came out to Houston to, celebrate with my people.
Yeah, you lucky, man. Houston is like one of the only places besides where I'm at in Florida that's open. It's like Florida, Houston, and Atlanta, and that's like kind of it right now. I got a brother that lives in Houston, and I know that they turn it up over there, man.
Yeah,
it's a good scene.
They keep business booming, like it's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad that we're able to still move the way we move, under these like terms and all these conditions and stuff. But of course we're still safe. Everybody's gonna pop out masks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever it is. Yeah,
socially distant, and we've been doing that down here in Florida too. Yeah. Like the show wave hasn't stopped, but it's definitely been slimmed down. Like we, normally events we might have up to 1,000 people. Now it might be 40, 50. You know what I mean? Like a small amount of people, never more than like 200. Yeah. But I think the intimacy of a small event, it makes it so the people are forced to really pay attention to the music. So I'm excited that you're able to do that event tonight, man. Salute.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. I'm definitely grateful for this.
It is dope. All right, so let's back it up a little bit. For the people that don't know you yet and haven't heard your music yet, because they will, maybe you could tell them your name, where you got the name from, and how you got your start in making music.
So my name is Mosa. Heartbreak Mosa came about just a couple years ago, but I got the name Mosa from my last name, which is Jamosin, and it was just it was like a pronunciation type of thing. Like people would just pronounce it wrong, and it'd be Jamosa all the time. Like teachers, friends, you know what I'm saying? Like other people, they would always call me and my brother that. And once I got to high school, like I was making music, like really recording and stuff. I always wrote when I was younger. I always wrote since like a kid, since middle school, elementary school. But I recorded my first song when I was 14. And, I was just looking for like a real artist name. Mosa was the one that stuck that everybody was calling me with. So I just ran with that one. I started making music because of my brother. My older brother, he's 6 years older than me. He was rapping in high school while I was in middle school, and I was making beats at the time. He was recording all his friends. I'll try to, get him to get on my beats, but a 12-year-old beat, is not gonna sound the best. So they're all like turning me down. So then I come back to the room with verses, and try to, just try to chime into it. And as I got older, he embraced it more with me. So like when I turned 14, he was like, "Yo, I need you on this song." I was like, "All right, word," and never looked back since. Yeah.
So maybe you could talk about a little bit about where you're from, shout out your hood, and shout out anybody that might be tuning into this interview, and maybe talk about where you're from influenced your music.
Dope. So I'm from Haverhill, Massachusetts. I was born in New York, in the Bronx, but then we moved to Lawrence, Mass, and then we moved to Haverhill, Mass. But Haverhill, Mass was where I was like really raised, and what kind of influenced me the most, because just from around there, there was never really anything big that came out of there. There's a couple of things, like we got one NBA player, we got like a bunch of actors and stuff like that, but like there was never, this day and age, that was back then, this day and age though, there was never a guy who knew a guy. Like you come out to Houston, there's always somebody, there's opportunities everywhere, but like from where we're from, there's no opportunities. There's really, you gotta be the guy. You gotta learn to make yourself that guy instead of trying to find who's who and what's what, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Back home is, there's a lot of artists, there's a lot of talent, there's also a lot of love and appreciation, but just like any other place, there's a lot of animosity, there's a lot of envy as well, but all that just makes you, doesn't break you.
Yeah, I'm from Philadelphia, and it's really the same way there. It's, a real crab in a barrel mentality where the second you get successful, people that were there for you aren't there for you no more. And it's like a lot of people in Philly have to leave, you know what I mean? Yeah. And go to Atlanta or go to LA or whatever, or even New York. And it's kind of like such a sad tale. It's like you think people would be proud of you, But I think that's what makes our music better, being from those kind of parts of the world. It's like it makes us stronger. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. As time goes on, then like the city is like, they're behind me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I really got my city behind me. I got the whole state behind me, and it's of course you got to gain that respect. You can't just come out the bat. You know what I'm saying I make music. Everybody needs to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? There's about another 100, 200 people in this. You know what I'm saying? In the local city area that are making music as well. And why are you the guy? You know what I'm saying? So it's about respect, and it's about like just learning how to gain respect. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to put up with that shit. Like my bad,
it's like,
excuse my language, but sometimes you got to put up with it.
It's all good. Speak freely. It's like I say to artists all the time, like sometimes you don't got to move, but you got to move around. It's like people don't believe you until you actually go do it.
Yeah, exactly. People need to understand, like your own city will not blow you up. Your own city, because those are the people that know you. Those are the people that, as you grow and get older, of course, they're not going to know you anymore. But those are the people that have seen you since you were like, you've always been around.
Yeah.
So people are always it's either they're going to come to the realization that you are the guy, or, there's always going to be somebody who's just like, nah, I can't believe, it's this person. Like, I can't believe that, because, I could be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool on both ends. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's motivating somebody.
Yeah, it's like I never understood why you would hate on somebody for doing something that you yourself could be doing. It's like it's easy to be the man where you're standing, but it's hard to be the man everywhere. And as artists, we gotta like kind of tap in with those local scenes everywhere, not just in America, but around the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I did, you know what I'm saying? I put some time in New York. I put some time in Boston. I put some time like in LA, put some time out here in Houston. I made sure I put time everywhere. Rhode Island was definitely the first place that I was really like, all right, outside the city, I need to get out. And, I was doing shows for anytime they had a big artist over there. I was the guy that they would hit up at the biggest venue over there, which was the Strand Theater. And I'll just, back to back, I'll just drive over there a couple hours, and I'd bring people from my city. I'd sell like 100 tickets in my city for having people drive 2 hours, you know what I'm saying, just to go see me, which was dope. So
a lot of artists are scared to sell tickets. The fact that you was moving units like that just shows how bad you want it.
Man, I was selling tickets while I was washing dishes. You know what I'm saying? People would text me like, yo, I'm outside. I was like, man, I'll come out and all my dish clothes, you know what I'm saying? Like at this job, I used to work at this restaurant that, that was probably the worst job I had, but I had so many jobs. But at the end of the day, like out of all those jobs, I made sure that I was working on music even while I was clocked in, I'd leave my little section and just go out, sell the ticket really quick, come back before my manager notices, and shit. It looked like I was moving weight, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of young artists, they hate on the pay-to-play thing. But I always looked at it as an opportunity to not only get the tickets off, but to get off merch and then whatever else you might be moving. You know what I mean? Like it's a come up being on tour like that.
Yeah, I never really there was one show that I paid to play for, but other than that, if they gave me tickets, I oversold and I made profit because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have money like, growing up, and I know the value of a dollar. So if I could make money, free money, just somebody telling me like sell tickets, I'm a salesman, I'm a seller. I'm a seller. So it's like they gave me 50 tickets. They told me I need to sell like 25 to hit whatever it was. All right, I'd sell all 50, and then I'd be calling them the same week like, yo, I need more. I need more. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really move. You gotta, if you're gonna put your foot forward, you gotta make sure it's your best one.
Yeah, and that's the best way to leap forward from pay to play to getting paid to play. It's just bringing the people, just bringing the people out. You know what I mean? It's just that simple.
Exactly.
Straight up.
You just change it to getting paid to play, not paying to play.
So around that time, was there any like particular moment where you were like, yo, I'm about to cut out all these side jobs and just go full time on music, or was it like just a natural thing?
I'd say in 2019 when I went out to LA, I was supposed to be out there for like 2 weeks. I had a girlfriend at the time. This is how the whole Heartbreak Mosa came along. Like Mosa was already a thing, but Heartbreak Mosa was. So I had a girlfriend at the time. I'm like a weekend. I'm supposed to be out there like probably like 5 more days. Then some shit happened. Went through this breakup, and then I was supposed to go back to work, but then I texted my boss while I was out there. I was like, honestly, the only reason why I was gonna go back home was because I had a girl waiting for me back home. My parents understood, my friends understood, you know, I understood. So, and that was only that was the only person that I was just like, I gotta go back. But I was in my job. So once that was done, I texted my boss. I was like, yo, honestly, bro, I'm not gonna go back. Like, I'm honestly gonna go all in for this. And my manager told me at the time too, like, you know, they got me. They understood that I had to do what I had to do to make sure that I was going 200% into the music.
Yeah, that's respect, because it's one of those things where it's like if you treat it like a job, you'll get paid like it's a job, and it's like it's all about like energy matching. Like as hard as you go, that's how hard other people are gonna go for you or with you. You know.
Exactly, and sometimes you got to be okay with an internship. You know, it's gonna take a little bit before you get paid.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be okay with just working for free sometimes, giving it your all, going 200% for free sometimes. Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't fall in love with money. You gotta fall in love with making it, you know. And
I got a buddy from college who was an intern at Atlantic, and now he's literally vice president and head of A&R. Like I've seen it happen. Like it's like I've literally seen people go from intern to boss. Like you got to go hard.
Yeah, bro, that's how it is. You know, if I gotta start off as cleaning the bathrooms in order to own the building, I'm gonna do it. You know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about the music, man, and the art. How would you describe it? If somebody hasn't heard your music before, how would you describe your music?
Definitely for the ladies, I say it's fly, it's smooth. You know, it's just talking that talk, and you got to listen to the music with confidence. It's not just it's not, you know, it's never down on myself. I don't like making sad music, and you know, if I'm making sad music, it's like, you know, the heartbreak side of things. But other than that, even when I talk on those songs, it's always a type of confidence that you got to listen to it and you're gonna feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's a sad topic or if it's a great topic, no matter what topic it is, you're gonna feel good listening to it. And there's something for everybody. I like making something for everybody because that's how I was growing up. I listened to all different types of music. So, you know what I'm saying? There was a point in life I was listening to rock music. You know what I'm saying? Like I listen to whatever it is. If it was hidden, it was hidden. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of person I want to be. Like I definitely want to reach out to all types of people. Not saying I'm gonna be making rock music, but like if that's what's it right now, I'm gonna
go hard.
To a whole other bag. Yeah, like I'm a hustler. You know, like and there's nothing wrong with it. So
yeah, I'm the same way. Like I do music, and music is music. I don't really see a genre. I don't see a style. It's just, is it hot or is it not? You feel me?
Yeah. If you love music, you know what I'm saying. You don't gotta be a boom bap head to love music. You know what I'm saying. If you love music, that means you love music, regardless what it is. You know.
I was gonna ask you, like, so it's a lot of young artists right now that's on. I think it's not exactly how you do your music, but a similar wave. And like, what separates you from like all the other young artists that's doing it right now?
Definitely just the way everything comes together, the way I talk about things, the way I put words, my wordplay, my voice is different. It's definitely different. My style, the way I approach, you know, I mean what I say. A lot of people just say based off what's going on, and like I really like speaking on what I'm going through, and because I know I'm not the only person going through it. I'm not somebody who's, you know, selfish about my struggles and stuff like that. You know, like I understand there's worse struggles, and there's people who are doing the exact same thing that you're doing, going through the exact same thing. Because I've listened to artists, you know, I've listened to multiple artists where they reach out to me in a whole nother level. Like if they're in the backseat of my car while I'm having these conversations with friends about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this person just literally said that in the song. I literally went through that last week. You know, and that's the type of person I want to come across as. And I think that's what separates it the most. You know, it's really different. Like I could hold this project off for another couple of years and we'll put it out and it's still going to be different just because there's something for everybody as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So speaking of the struggles, like what do you think's been your biggest hurdle so far to get to this point where you're at in your music career?
I'll say just the standard that people held me to, just because I hold myself as a person always in life. I've always held myself to a high standard. So I know how to walk into the room with my chin up. chest high and like, you know, making eye contact and just have people understand that I'm the guy in the room, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be the guy until they meet the guy, you know, and I want to be the guy. So I'm the guy, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's the type of pressure I've always carried my whole life. You know, a lot of people didn't like it, you know what I'm saying? I walk into work smiling all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and my managers would hate that shit. Like, they're having the worst day and they're like, how the fuck, like, why is this kid smiling right now that he's clocking in? I've always just been cheesing, you know. I like my smile, so I always smile, you know, like, why not, you know. And that's the type of pressure that was always on me. People were always just against the fact that I knew I was the guy, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. I just have confidence in myself. I'm not cocky or anything. I just, you know, there was days where I didn't have that confidence in myself, and I was, you know, I don't want to get into any sad shit, but like, you know, I'd be down on myself about things. But nowadays, you know, it's like, what is there to be down about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, got to put all that aside when you're on a mission, you know?
Yeah, it's never a loss. It's always a lesson. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
Straight up. And so it's like, all right, so let's get off the negative. Like, what's been, you think, I know you're young in the game, but you've already done a lot. What do you think's been like your best moment or your biggest success so far?
I say like putting this team together, man. Like putting this team together that we have now and like really being a part of it. Like, there's been a lot of people trying to get involved into this music and be a part of what I got going on and what we all have going on. But, you know, many have failed. And, you know, like, just like the people that we have now is what's up, bro? The people we have now is just all genuine. It's love. And it feels like family. And it feels like I've known everybody my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And like, I put my trust, you know, like we all understand that like life is on the line when it comes to this because we give it our all, you know, and if this ain't it, what else is, you know, like.
All right, so I want to get into a couple of your songs in particular that I really like, man, and maybe we'll move kind of quick through them because you got a lot of material out in just the last couple of years. It's crazy. Yeah. So let's go back. Let's start with Casket. Let's talk about that, John. Like, what was the inspiration behind that song, and what made you want to do the video and kind of like kick off this run of videos that you've been doing?
So Casket, I made Casket. The first time I went to Houston and I came back. I came out to Houston like for like 5 days, and then I just, you know, that was the first line that came to my head. Like, as I came out here, like I just realized there was a lot of people who wanted to sign with Jazz. There was a lot of people who wanted to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? Be in that section. Be with these people. This and that. So the first line of the song is, you know, niggas trying to take my spot, can't have it. All of the things that I do, never have. Like, you know, from there I just kind of just carried on with it. But the main like purpose and goal of the song was to like just put out there that like I'm him, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like just kind of introduction of myself. I just want to let everybody know, like, also like with the rapping thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I also want to let everybody know like I could rap, you know what I'm saying? People thought I was just coming with like, you know, melodies and stuff like that. Who's this light-skinned kid, blah, blah, blah. Like I think the best way to go about it is, you know, me coming in with some hard rap, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. People look at me and they see me as like, you know, whatever it is, pretty boy kid, whatever. And then they hear and they're like, it's him saying this?
Bars, yeah.
You know, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, so next up, maybe you can talk about the inspiration behind the song Best For Me. That's a really good John right there.
Man, so yeah, that song was that was definitely the breakup song for me. You know, I was like, damn, I was like I said in the song, like, you know, I was just doing what's best for me at that point. And that's how Heartbreak Season came about based off that song. Like I made that song, what's up, dog? I made that song, hold on, my bad, I'm in an interview right now. But yeah, dog, like I made that song after I came back from LA. You know, all was said and done, I stayed out there like another month and a half from I overstayed my welcome. Like I was just, you know, sleeping in the studio, this and that. But I just really, you know, I was just really on some heartbreak shit. There really isn't much to it, you know. I was just trying to describe my situation the best way possible and like relatable as possible, you know.
Yeah, it seemed like you started to like really started feeling yourself with hype shit, but really it sounded to me like your breakthrough song was Loco. Like, yeah, it seemed like something changed. Like, what happened with that song and that video to just make the views go crazy and the streams went crazy on that, John? Like, what was it about that one that was different?
So with Loco was definitely the video. First of all, we put that video together very well. Like I've never done something like that with my team. Like it's a small video, it's low key and stuff, but like, you know, we had to get the car for it, you know, we had to make sure we got the girls for it, you know, we had like a date set up, you know, we got the outfit set up. It was something that I haven't done before. Usually like the type of videos I would do is just like, yo, let's go outside, shoot over here, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? This was like very set up, organized well. So we're like putting time into it. And you know what I'm saying, the time that we put into it just showed. It was the results.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what we talked about earlier. It's like things will go hard for you if you go hard for them. And
exactly.
And then the next John I wanted to talk about, probably my favorite out of everything I listened to so far, is With the Left.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you did that John dirty. Like that's one of them ones right there that I think people will look back like and be like, man, if that's my favorite John, then I think it's probably for other people too.
Yeah, for sure. That song was Wallace Lane sent me that beat. So you know, that was like the first industry like placement I got like for as a producers. So I was like, dog, I gotta go in on this beat. Like I gotta make something lit. And you know, it was only right to say James Harden with the left, you know, because I'm out here in Houston. But you know, as unfortunate it is, he went out to Brooklyn. But you know, at the time, you know, it was hot. You know, it was all hot.
Oh, like, I mean, you was really showing skills on there, like this.
Yeah.
And it's not just flashy. It's like you could tell that was a well-written John. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly, man. It was thought out. It was really thought out. You know what I'm saying? I met James Harden I met him at the club prior to making that song, and then I was just like, dog, like, what? Just met James Harden. I got to say his name in the song, something about it, something catchy. So that's what came about, and I just carried on like the rest of the song with it.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I covered a tour. It was her, Bree Steves, and then Tone Stiff. And that guy, night after night, as I was covering the tour, like impressed the shit out of me. I mean, that dude has a vocal range that's so crazy.
Oh,
How did that collaboration come together for the song Justin Bieber? Talk about that for a second.
Oh man, so Justin Bieber is it's on that it's the next song after excuse me. It's that next song after Best for Me on that project. At the end of that second song, it's like a little clip of it. It was called a different name, but you know what I'm saying? I never showed anybody that song, and like they heard the project and they were like, what song is that, bro? Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you hiding this song from everybody? And I was just like, no, dog, like I just wanted to just throw something in there, put it together, like keep people guessing. Then you know, me and Tone are both signed to Jazz. He signed to RCA as well and stuff, but that I met him through Jazz and everything. And you know, he was like honestly the first artist that, you know, like a big name to me that really like kind of brought me in and embraced me. You know, a lot of people people were just super iffy about it, you know what I'm saying? But Tone was very like open arms, welcome, gave me advice, you know, this and that. And it was a good idea of like on all of our end that we have Tone on that song. And, you know, he made the song, I think. Like he really did this
I've been following him for a couple of years. I really think he one of them ones. Like he's gonna be really, really big in a couple of years. Crazy.
He's great, yo. He's great all around.
So yo, I'm living down in Florida right now. I've been here for 3 months, right? And I'm super, super getting into reggaeton and Latin trap and everything else, man. Salsa, bachata, everything. So we got to talk about Caso and how you just switched it all the way up like that. I feel like that was the first joint you put out where it's like, yo, this kid could be a superstar. He could do anything. So maybe talk about how you put that song together and why you felt that you had to go that hard lyrically. Man, that's just one of them ones, man.
Yeah, man. Caso came about. I dropped it on my 22nd birthday last year with a video I shot on my phone at this Airbnb we had, and I edited myself. I did it all like 30 minutes on my birthday, and I just put it out. Just because like every year, just like my birthday and New Year's, like I always like treating it as, all right, it's time to do something different. You know what I'm saying? If I'm turning a different age, I got to do something different. If the year is turning a different number, I got to do something different. I got to go about it different. So, and I had music prior to that was already like Spanglish and straight Spanish as well. But Caso was the one that I was comfortable with releasing at first, like the first one to put out that like that, you know what I'm saying? And definitely just wanted to show that side of things. It was summertime. I was feeling myself. It was that type of vibe, you know. It was the right time to put that out.
Yeah, I think you're gonna cross over doing more songs like that. Like that's gonna
Yeah,
be a good
yeah. I
lane
got a lot of
for you to
songs.
carve. Yeah, like
I got a
straight
lot
up.
of songs like that, dog, that I'm excited about just putting out. Like a lot of vibes like that, dog.
That's wild. So yo, let's fast forward a little bit, man. Let's talk about Styrofoam. How did that joint come together? And working with a legend like Mike Dean, like what was that experience like? And maybe you could get into if y'all was in the studio together or not, if it was done in post, like just maybe talk about that song. That joint is a straight banger.
It was done on it was done at back at the house over here in Houston. I was just in the studio recording. A friend of mine, Fab, she was with me, and like, it was dope getting a girl's perspective on the music while I was recording, because it was just me and her in the room. And that came about. I already thought of the melody like while I was just going on about my day, and I was just like, damn, I gotta record right now. So I just went to the studio upstairs in the guest room, and she came in, and like we were just both just kind of made that together, like, just catching a vibe. And it was dope. And then Mike Dean got his hands on it over the summer. Right before we put it out, we really wanted it to, we were trying to think of a single to put out, and I was, Styrofoam was the first for me that I was like, all right, this should be the first song off the album that we got to put out, because everybody was really liking it. We played it in all the clubs prior to it even being released, and we were just getting a good reaction out of it. So it was what people were like wanted, so it's what we gave it to them in the best quality possible. We had to reach out to Mike Dean.
Yeah, he's really the GOAT. I think the legend and his story is yet to be fully told yet. I think a lot of people in the next few years even are gonna like really realize how amazing he's been, literally since forever. You know what I mean? Like as long as this new culture of hip hop, like the Texas sound mixed with the hip hop sound in New York, like he's really the one that kind of put so many of this together. So that's amazing for you to have a legend like that on co-production. But I do want to talk about the newest John, right? I really want to talk about Mad Friendly. And maybe you could shout out the video director and talk about upgrading the visual content of your music.
Man, shout out to Lotus Vision Films. That's my brother, yo. That's the first dude out here, that was really like first dude out here in Houston. It was Adrian, it was Rodney, DJ Dino, it was Kenny Cito, and Jordan. And then they all just embraced me as a little brother. Jordan did his videos prior to even meeting me. And that song came about, after Mr. Rogers played Styrofoam 3 times at the club. He played at this place called Seaside. And then, he announced on the mic, and I'll never play shit back 3 times, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, damn, yo, he played that shit 3 times. Like, it's big, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't play nothing back. So that was a big moment for me. Like, and I didn't know this until like Jazz, and Adrian telling me, they're like, yo, he never plays anything back. That's crazy. And then we went to the next spot, which was Rose Gold. And I say it in the song, Rose Gold, after we just hit up Seaside. You know what I'm saying? We went to Seaside to Rose Gold. He did the same thing. The next week after that, we go to Miami. We go to the studio. I got a flight in about like 2 hours. So I'm like 30 minutes left into the studio session. It's like 2:30 in the morning or like 3 in the morning or some shit. And, that song came about in like 30, 25 minutes, dog. Like I literally recorded, we played the beat. We got the beat from CDs. My boy from the UK played the beat. I laid it down in like 15 minutes. And there was nothing written, it's just how I was feeling, just came out, energy, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just let the energy take the wheel and you just go with it. But yeah, that's how that came about. We had the song, we all knew it was a dope song. We had a photo shoot set up for like, this little building that we had and stuff. Everybody pulled up, everybody's looking mad fresh, everybody's looking fly. We were like, oh, like we should just shoot a video right now. Like everybody got their whips out, everybody wearing all black, look clean and shit. And they were like, what song? I was like, Mad Friendly, let's do it. And like, from there, the rest of history.
All right, so you got a project about to drop. Maybe just real quick, you could talk about the production rituals, like what you like to do in the studio to get you in your best form. Talk about real quick the making of the project and maybe the inspiration behind it as a whole.
So Heartbreak University is just you know what I'm saying? It's just like the name said, you know, it's kind of introducing myself as Heartbreak Mosa, you know, instead of just Mosa. This is like just you know, kind of like a phase type of thing, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be heartbreak shit all the time, you know. But definitely this process of making this album was amazing, you know what I'm saying? It was stressful, but it was also amazing, you know, and I don't take it for granted. You know, there was a lot of, we had people come in, play the saxophone and stuff like that for one of the songs. Like, it was dope. Like, it was just live instruments, a lot of in-house production, you know, which means a lot to me because I care about everybody I'm working with. So if we could all get paid off the same thing, you know, why not? You know, and that's just really how it came about. And then by the summertime was when summer 2020 was when we gave it to Mike Dean. We wanted him originally to do one song to mix and master, but then he heard it and he was just like, dog, honestly, I want to do the whole thing. We were like, words, you know, I got on the phone with him. He gave me some words of inspiration, encouragement, and you know what I'm saying? We got it back on the last day of 2020. And, you know, we just ready and excited to get this out finally, you know, in a couple of years in the works. The oldest song on the project was from July 2019, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So. All right, so let's fast forward just a little bit. So you're dropping the project. What's next? Like, let's say maybe short term, like what's some of the goals for the next like 6 to 12 months? And then what's some of like the long-term goals? Like, where do you see yourself maybe 5 to 10 years from now?
Man, I couldn't tell you where I see myself 5, 10 years. I just know I'm just going to be in a way better position. I want everybody to be in a better position. And we just got to keep working, you know, these months coming out, like with this project, you know, we got the product. It's about what are you going to do with it now? So it's about, you know, planning, executing, and just, you know, trusting the process and trusting each other.
All right. I like to do in all my interviews some rapid fire, just super quick questions. Like, don't even think about them. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Indica, sativa, or hybrid?
Sativa.
Okay. Brown, clear, or beer?
Brown.
I know it's pandemic, but before that, are you kind of go to the movies or Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill.
Yeah. How about I see you're wearing like a local brand, but would you prefer Nike, Adidas, or to rep something local?
Local, if not Nike.
Okay. Tits or ass? I know you say you listen to a lot of genres of music, but what's your favorite deep down?
R&B. I love R&B music.
Okay. Hoodies or jackets?
Hoodies.
Radio or podcasts?
Podcast.
Well, what's your favorite one?
I kind of listen to whatever, you know what I'm saying? I haven't been keeping up lately, but I prefer podcasts, you know what I'm saying? That has been.
Yeah, there's a good one I'm into. I'm into this one called Song Exploder, where they literally just break down a whole song, like, and they're legendary songs. It's a good John. All right, so you can think about this one, right? Let's say pandemic is over tomorrow and the whole world is open. Like, what's the first thing you're gonna do? Where's the first place you're gonna go? Like, what's like the immediate first thing you'd want to do?
Man, I want to go to Dominican Republic so bad, you know what I'm saying? I'm Dominican now. I'm trying to go out there, man. I got to get out there, like, you know, just to catch a vibe and just kind of inherit that, you know, just adapt to it, you know what I'm saying? Really catch that vibe. I just want to leave the country, honestly. But if, you know, that's the first place I want to go to.
Yeah, DR, man, it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. I keep a painting of Punta Cana Beach in my studio that somebody made for me when I was there. Besides music, are you into like anything else that's artful? Like, or do you do art or photography, anything like that?
No, I don't do anything like that. I like video games, man. I like sports, you know, I like talking heavy into sports, but I'm a real big gamer, you know what I'm saying? Besides the music, like, I like just, you know, I love my video games. Ever since I was a youngin', that's what kept me out of trouble, you know what I'm saying? That's what kept me in the house, music, video games, and, you know, anything else, I'll probably, you know, modeling or something, like whatever I could do, whatever I could put my hand in, like reaching that bag, I could do.
If you like video games, I don't know if you've tried. Have you tried making beats?
Yeah, I make beats too. That's how I got into music. I made beats first.
Okay. Yeah, that's like video games for me. Like I'll sit in the crib and make beats for hours. Like that's peace for me. You know what I mean? All right. So I don't know if you got any like last words for the people that's tuned in. maybe something that's inspired you that you could tell the people to inspire them?
Man, just keep working hard and make sure you just focus on, never neglect the love you get. You know, that's where a lot of people mistake on the come up. A lot of people just they're just very so down on themselves on about like, damn, like I'm not getting like, oh, people sleep on me, this and that. But it's just like you forgetting about that one dude who's in your comments like, yo, this shit's hard. You know what I'm saying? That's what you just gotta pay attention to the whole time, because people rather dap you up in the club than, you know what I'm saying, walk by you. You know what I'm saying? Like people, you know, you rather just always make sure you never neglect the love that you get. You know, whether it's one person or a million people. You know,
and where can the people tune in, follow you? Like, what's the social media that you're most active on?
I'm most active on Instagram, which is Heartbreak Mosa, and then on Twitter is the Kid Mosa.
All right, well, that's gonna do it right there, man. I'm really congrats, man. Salute, congrats on the project, man. Have fun tonight.
Appreciate it.
Don't go too crazy, you know what I mean?
No promises.
But yo, Heartbreak Mosa, man, salute to you. I'm Digital Crates for HipHopSince1987.com, man. Thank you so much for doing this with us today, man. This was dope.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, man. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. Nice meeting you.
All right, gang. Yeah, let's definitely stay in touch, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, salute.